Alright, hello again. Time to show off the coolest car in the neighborhood. Besides the New Yorker, the next coolest car, the Voyager. In fact, this one is probably arguably cooler than the New Yorker. Of course, it depends who you ask. But from my experience, driving around in this thing is never a dull moment. Never a dull moment. Everywhere I pull up, oh my god, it's an 88 Voyager, or it's one of those original. I remember when my mom took me to soccer practice. You know, 45-year-olds, that's what they usually say. In one of these, and now it's a historical vehicle. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Time flies. But here it is. I've had it for 9 months. I don't know, something like that. Not even a year. And I've put 16,000 miles on it already. Granted, I went on a long trip through California to Phoenix, Arizona, where I spend a lot of time. That's why I have Arizona tags. And then to Houston, Texas, where I used to live, where my folks live. And back here to Portland. And yeah, so 16,000 already put on it. I got it with 116K. It's at like 133, I think. I'm not sure, something like that. And it's got quirks. It gets driven. It's got little dings here and there, but a real nice van, as you can plainly see. A survivor is a good word for this. These were throwaway mommy wagons, and not a lot of them left. Not a whole lot of them left. I'd never see them, and in any condition. But one in this good condition is a rare thing to see, and one that has a 5-speed too. This one is a 5-speed. Anyway, let's go check it out. It's a very nice warm day in Portland, and I've been running errands all day and sweating and getting sun, and yeah, good to enjoy that sun before winter hits. The winter here sucks. Anyway, there it is. The seat is in the living room, the one that goes here. This van comes with 3 rows, 7-passenger configuration. This seat can move here. You just got to take off some of these little things. You pop these off, and you can move this seat here, and then you'll have like a wagon with more cargo room and 5-passenger configuration. So pretty versatile. This bench slides back and forth. It also folds down in half, and of course removes. The middle seat doesn't fold at all. The only thing you can do with it is remove it. It does have little armrests on it, but that one's in the house because I like to maintain this loungy situation in here. Excuse the stains. I haven't detailed it in a couple weeks, and I use this van daily, so it gets stained sometimes, but that's okay. I'll get a Persian rug to tie this room together. I'm looking for a little Persian rug. And I'm a delivery guy. I do deliveries. This is my hot bag, and yeah, I only do deliveries in downtown Portland, and I only put maybe 10 to 12 miles on the van every day. Maybe 20, and yeah, about 20 a day. And so it's my daily, but I'm looking to I don't know, trade her in for a full-size van. I think I want a full-size van, and maybe that'll be more appropriate for a guy like me who goes long distances. I go down to Cali, I go down to Arizona, I go up to Washington all the time, maybe even the occasional Texas trip to visit old friends and family. things like that. So this K van, it is reliable. I mean, it starts right up, it fires right up, it goes like the Dickens. I mean, it's a peppy little car, a willing, I should say, vehicle. But it is a K platform. It's a little more fragile than a full-size van would be, and I don't know. I feel like it needs to be protected, and it shouldn't be getting the miles piled onto it. You know what I mean? It's not fair. It should go to somebody who's gonna, like, you know, maybe drive it less and obviously protect it and keep it around for a long time to come. Anyway, I know what you guys is wondering, what's going on here? What the hell is that all about? Well, there's only 4 nuts underneath the van that hold the seat in, and when I went on my long trip, I crawled underneath the van, took them off, and flipped the seat around. That's all I did. I can flip this around in 10 minutes. I just got to get my impact and, you know, take those big nuts out, and it'll flip around again. No big deal. It just gave me more room to hang out in here. You know, rest area stops. I was able to just kind of sit down and just relax and eat some snacks, whatever, take a nap. And I've been back for a while now, and I never switch the chair back around just because it amuses me, and it amuses everyone who rides in the van, and whatever, I'll leave it that way. You can't buckle up though when it's like this. It does have a nifty drawer. A lot of you people remember this, right? Van's in great shape. Like I said, it's a Survivor. The interiors are really all complete. There are some things that are, you know, the headliner on these never survives on any van. I'm sure the museum van that Chrysler has, you know, that original van they made, that first one, I bet that headliner wants to, it's probably one in a sag too. Because after 30 years, the glue that holds this on just turns into dust. So I have some pins. They're the little pigtail pins with the little squirrely metal, and it's just holding it up for now. It's a pretty good solution for short term, but ultimately it has to be replaced, especially with this big gashing hole here. Pretty ugly. But like I said, the van has quirks, great shape, drives like a dream. These seats look new. These seats are in really good shape for being 30 years old. I have this here because it kills my lumbar, and I mean, this van, yeah, I mean, optionally had power controls here. This van doesn't have them, and so I can't do much with it. It just kills my back, so I'll have to put some kind of something on there. There's a little rip on the seat right there. You know, little things here and there. The brake pedal, this is a project I got going on next Wednesday, hopefully, is broken. It just broke off. Stamped metal, kind of cheap, you know, chintzy. K-car problems. They weren't premium cars, they were kind of economy boxes, so they suffered from some little cheapness here and there, as you all know. So that has to come out. The e-brake assembly has to come out, and I gotta get one from a donor van at the pick and pull, and it has to be from a first gen van because the second gen is not the same. It has to be 84 through 90. So that's another thing I gotta fix. What else do you guys want to hear? Yeah, let's start her. Wherever the key went. Where did the key go? Well, while I find the key, I'll show you some more stuff. It is a 5-speed. It's 4-mounted shifter. It's got this little ring you got to pull up on to put it in the reverse to the left and up. So anyone wondering how the shifter looks in a Chrysler van, excuse the mess. It's just I use this van every day, so she's my daily. This is how it looks like. It's a lot of play. That's kind of how they were. They're a little clunky, but goes into gear real nice. The clutch feels great. It's a very easy van to drive. It's like driving a Horizon that's shaped like a big box, and the seating arrangement's a little higher up. That's what it feels like. It feels like you're just driving just a box of Chrysler box. Lightweight, No blind spots. Oh, no blind spots. It's awesome. Oh, check this out. You know what these are? These little plastic knobs. Some of you know, some of you remember. That's what that does. I trip everyone out who rides in this van. Always asks me what these are. And I show them, and they think it's the most amazing thing. That's what that's for. The vents. It's a little cable that hides underneath the headliner. Pretty cool shit, right? Alright, so where did that key go? I know you guys want to hear it. You hear her roar. 2.5 liters, 90 horsepower, well, 100 horsepower. I'm not sure if it's making that these days. Make sure you're in neutral because this van has no clutch safety switch. And it will start in gear and it will run into whatever's in front of it. Yeah, so be careful. Clear. It's got a tack. Sorry for the glare. I mean, you know, the sun's coming through and there's glare. But anyway, it's got a tilt wheel. I put a suicide knob on it, which helps a lot. I love suicide knobs on these old Malay cars. Parallel parking is a breeze. Manual windows. Let's sit up front. Let's sit in the driver's seat. Get a nice view of it there. Isn't she pretty? She's so pretty. She gets so many compliments too. People love this van. Oh, and I locked myself out. Ha ha ha. Yeah, just a cool car. Alright. We'll just climb in through here, shall we? Alright, we're in. Anyway. Five-speed minivan. Let's pop the hood. Oh, I hate this glare, but I have a phone camera. I don't have an SLR. I'm not fancy like some of you guys. It's just a phone camera. Oh, this right here needs a new latch because you gotta literally, you gotta slam it, otherwise it won't close. Quirks, 30-year-old quirks. All right. Oh, that was a deer. 1992 deer collision. Original owner hit a deer. I assume that's where its head horns made contact with the hood, and then it broke everything or anything that was made of plastic. He had all of it replaced. He got a Dodge grill. I bought this van with a Dodge grill from a caravan, and like the first week I had it, I had to go to the pick and pull and get the proper grill. It was driving me nuts. I'm like, this is not a caravan, this is a Voyager. So I pulled one off an '89 Grand Voyager. There it is. Super clean, 2.5 liter 4-cylinder throttle body injection. I did the timing belt already. New water pump. No AC, so there's no compressor or any AC lines or dryer or condenser or anything like that. It's got a little bitty radiator just on this side of the engine bay, and then there's nothing here. There's like a cutout, you know, for like if it had the V6, I think, or the turbo engine. But it, you know, it's all it needs. This van, even when I was in Phoenix driving in 100-degree weather, didn't overheat ever. Never got past the halfway point. It's great. New battery, new slave cylinder, new oil air filter. There's the one injector right there. Yeah, it's actually a pretty cool. There's the IAC. It's a map engine, map sensor, air pressure sensor, no map, and I think that's the air density design. And then here is the computer. It's like a 16-bit logic and power module in one board, and it's cooled by the air, which is kind of neat. And it drives the one injector. Pretty hilarious, and look how easy it is to work on. Oil filter right there. You can see the spark plugs. Look where the thermostat is. It's got a new one, by the way. Look where I mean, could you ask for any better working access? Seriously, this is the dream. It doesn't get much better than that. It's great. I put you know, the Velcro, blue, perma-dry, valve cover gasket. I put the nice stuff in here. I don't cheap out, guys. I put nice stuff in this van. So, you know, she's a runner. She'll go across the country and back, no problems. Alright, I'll show you what else is wrong with it. It's got one more fairly considerable thing that it needs fixed, that a professional can only fix. Let's go ahead and pop the back. Oh, new Sony radio with Bluetooth, pairs up to your phone right away. Hands-free calling. I got that for free at the Pick and Pull. They were having a free radio special. Ha. Oh, those are the grills to the back speakers on the lift gate, and they were like this when I bought the van. They were all cracked and broken. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. I might just look for new ones, or you know, old used ones. And wiper works, the washer works really well, the heated window works amazing. I tested it in the winter. These are always missing, by the way. It was missing on this van when I bought it, so I got one at the Pick and Pull, and because they're known for flying off, I actually used some screws to secure it forever. So, but here's another thing that's wrong with the van. I gotta use this copper tube to hold the focus. I gotta use the copper tube to hold the door up, because it's missing the other. What do you call it? Strut. It literally sheared out of the body. And I've seen other vans at the Pick and Pull where the same thing happened to it. So I think it was a common issue, and all this plastic's got to come off, and you got to cut with like a plasma cutter a section, like a really nice square section off of this, and get it replaced from a donor van, and weld it back in, and with the bracket, and it's seems like it'd be a real job, you know what I mean? And because of that, the door is misaligned. And the reason the door is misaligned is because one day I forgot that copper tube was there, and I pushed down on the door, and immediately, you guessed it, I bent this hinge, and now the door is misaligned. It closes fine. I mean, it'll close and latch. It's not going anywhere, but it's misaligned, and I can stick my fingers in there. So that definitely it's kind of a big deal, I think. But it depends on your expertise. Elderly owned. The guy was 91 when he finally had to let go of the van. He didn't want to let go of it. He took very good care of it. He loved it very much. But he got too old to drive. He started, let me shut it off. yeah, he started bumping into things, and you know, he started just hitting things, and because he couldn't see anymore, and he did that to it, and he rubbed against the some gas station pylon, and he put a little dent there. So the van isn't perfect, but goddamn, she's beautiful. I mean, she is beautiful, and she runs even more beautifully, and I would drive her anywhere. And what else? I mean, it's very easy to fix the things I showed you relatively. I mean, if you're into, you know, body work, if that's your thing, you can fix all those things, or not, or just leave it the way it is. It's got a little bit of fading here because the van was parked in the same spot under a carport, and a certain time of day the sun would come down, and 30 years of that just faded this one spot, which is kind of funny. Also, if you trade this van in, if you get this van, whoever the next owner is going to be, maybe it's going to be one of you guys, there's a little bit of rust in here, and I would have a windshield guy come out and take the windshield out for a day or two, so you can work on this stuff and make it real nice and proper, you know, things like that, you know, 30-year-old issues. But everything works, every button on it works, the cruise control works great on it. No AC van because it just didn't come with it from the factory. Sorry, I'm not being a good camera guy. Okay, there it is. Let me be more professional here. Sorry. And yeah. And Survivor, like I said, I don't know, I'm saying a lot because but I think I said everything I need to say. I think that's it. Any questions, let me know. It is for trade. I'll entertain offers, but I usually get the best stuff from people who want to trade. I'd like to get a full-size conversion van from the 80s. Fuel injection preferred, please. I do a lot of highway driving. I know there's a lot of carburetor purists out there. Carb is the best, most simplest, yada bada bada gada buddha. You know what? Fuel injection for me. That's what I want. It's just less headache. And yeah, show me what you got, and let's see if we could find her a good home. Otherwise, I'm enjoying her. She's a great van. She's a lightweight box with a 5-speed on the floor and a 4-cylinder with a lot of style and swag, and gets thumbs up everywhere she goes, so definitely not in a hurry to get rid of her. Alrighty. Well, that was uncut, unedited. Hope you enjoyed it.